Everything is dark. Everything is dark. And you're probably hearing this from over here, actually. Um, might be able to notice some changes going on right here. My room's a bit different from the last time I had it. And also, I have a free hand. Why is that? Maybe I'm recording from a phone. A lot has changed since the last time I was able to film a video. And I tried to make videos along the way, but I just couldn't because I tried using this thing, and for whatever reason, it wouldn't let me. Like it would just stop a video after 3 minutes. Like I don't know why. Usually that's a indicative. Indicative. Usually that means that there's not enough space on the device. So I thought, I'd just delete photos and stuff like that. So every time I'd make a video, I delete it. And that way I get the space back, right? After I upload it. But no, I don't know why, but it just stays on there. And I don't know how to use it, and I don't want to mess with it right now. So I could not. I think the most amount of time I got to was like 30 minutes, which I didn't really care for. But yeah, look, I got a phone back, and my room is different, so there's lots of walking space now. Lots happened since I made a video. I joined the swim team, and I was able to. I now know how to swim, which is fun for me because I did not know how to swim beforehand. I still don't know how to tread water. I think it's the only thing I don't know how to do yet in terms of basic swimming. Like I know how to streamline and flutter kick and stuff like that. All the slightly more complicated ways of um, swimming, like butterflies and dolphin kicks um, and some people think backstroke is a bit easier, but I don't know how to do that. Um, yeah, I don't know how to do any of those. I know how to move forward and back. I know how to breathe, stuff like that. It's fun. It's fun. And swim is like it's a very friendly sport. I'm not gonna say non-competitive because clearly we do have some competitions. We do have some meets, but I'm not gonna say that the other team's like hostile. I don't find the sport to be hostile at all. You hear about like football games and basketball games and baseball games, stuff like that. It's like it's very it. I'm not gonna say it gets violent. I'm gonna say it gets really it gets to be a bit too much, I think, and I don't really care for it, to be honest. So I'm really glad that swim is not one of those sports. I'm glad swim's some of the other sports like track and field. Like it's competitive, but it's friendly. The other day, we had a competition, and one of ours just uh, could not finish their what do you call it? I'm not gonna say laps. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they couldn't finish their laps because it was a lot. It was 500, and that means 20 laps forward and back. The pool, and the pool is like 25 meters, and they got about halfway through, and they could not finish it because I understand it's very tiring. I can barely do 2 laps in a row. Um, and so the person got out of the water, and the other team just clapped like good job, good effort. You get us next time, basically. It wasn't like, yeah, that's right, get out of the water. It wasn't like that. It was surprising. It was refreshing. Not something I'd expect from a sport, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Um, and so, of course, just to return a gesture, since the person we were competing against, since that person was still going on with their laps, we cheered them on for a bit. It was like, yeah, 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 you can do it, you can do it. You know, and half of us consoled our team member because they needed to they needed some air, they needed some water, stuff like that, food. They needed to calm themselves, stuff like that. And I totally get it. My first meet, I completely botched it. I just could not do it. I had not even ever uh, done a full lap before that. I mean, the first time I did a lap was during the warm-ups, right? And that was the first time ever. And that was just a stroke of luck. Like before that, I could not handle it. Like I cannot. This is too much for me. I gotta stop. I gotta stop at some point, you know. And so, just just being able to uh, do that one full lap made me feel better about myself, I guess. But the rest of that meet just it sucked. Um, I'm always up for like the easiest you could put a person in, I guess a beginner in, which is a 50, which is 2 laps. Um, and the idea is you go forward once without stopping. You take a few seconds if you need to, but it's recommended that you just do it. You just go forward and back, and then you're done. And if you're really good, you can get it within like 30 seconds. I usually get it within like a minute, which is it's pretty slow, but not bad for me. I think, considering my first meet, I stopped like several times in the lane lines. Like I messed up my breathing. It's swimming is one of those sports where it's not sequential. Like there are steps, there are methods to it, but everything is done all in the same time, and that's pretty much every single thing I've learned so far. Like you can teach it in steps, but it's not going to actually work unless it all works at the same time. Take for example, we learned how to do flip turns the other day, and what a flip turn basically is if you've ever seen people swim, where they reach the end of the pool, and instead of stopping or hitting the wall, they just do a front flip and they just go back. That's called a flip turn, and basically you're doing several different motions all at the same time. Like you're putting you're putting your legs up so that it reaches your torso, kind of, but you're also curling up. You're basically curling up into a ball, right? You're curling up into a ball, and you're lifting your arms up like this, up to your face, and you do that with one quick motion, so that you can force yourself to move forward. I know, right? You put this, and then you move forward that way. It's weird. You do that, and then you kick out with your feet, and then you you put your arms out, and then you kick off the wall, and then you turn around, and then you break out of the water. Because if you don't, you'll probably be running out of air. It's a lot of things all at the same time. Like within the span of like 2 seconds, you have to be able to be finished with the motion. And it's always like that. Everything we've been taught has always been like, you can go through this step by step, but it's not actually going to work until you process all of it and just get it, just like do it just once, done, one and done. But that's been my life so far. Like I just realized how brown I got. I'm also getting bruises. You see that right there? I get bruises now over here too. I think, I don't know if you can actually tell, but that's from doing kickboards, I guess. God, but it's fun. I like swim team, and you know what? I'll be honest. I try to go to practice as much as I can, even though I'm like deadly even though I'm like deadly sick, just cause you don't get this opportunity a lot. Like being able to be taught how to swim and be with a group of like-minded people. Um, Basically, it's just I like it. I like it a whole lot. Um, but it's just one of the things that's been going on for the past few months. We got this thing, obviously. I was so relieved. One thing I can't do on it though is I can't write to SD cards. Got to go through lots of hoops to do that, and I don't really feel like it. And I mean, the one thing that's going to take up a lot of space on my phone, I think, are pictures. And I was able to move that to the storage space. I don't know about pictures I download per se, but everything else like photos and videos, like this one is going to a card. And the card I got is card I have on here is pretty big, so I don't really mind it at all. But I feel like this video has gone on long enough. Just drop in and say hi. Maybe I'll have more coherent thoughts next time. And I hope the audio turns out alright, because the mic's right here, I realize. But anyway, that's it for me. Until next time, I try to make this a bit more regular than before. But I had reasons to not make videos before. But I'll try to make these regular now that I have this. Anyways, thanks everyone. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time.